Here comes this 38-year-old, 95-pound woman skipping her loo down to the ring. Becky is selling this, Stevie. Becky is selling this like this is Awesome Kong, Nia Jax. Like she is selling this like this is a 500-pound woman coming down the ramp. Russo'sBrand.com, where the pros are the pros. Let's continue on this thread. Let's stay with SmackDown. And this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, Hunter, what are you thinking? What are you doing? All I'm looking for at this point is logic. That's all I'm looking for. I know you can't give me creativity. We've seen that for years and years and years. At least give me logic. So, Ben, what freaking happens? Becky Lynch is in the ring with CM Punk. Okay? And Seth Rollins, her husband, is in the crowd. Now, guys, let's freaking be honest, okay? This is what I'm talking about. Obviously, bro, this is the setup for the AJ Lee pop. I understand that. That's why you need Seth in the crowd. I understand that. Let's look at this logically, Triple H. If that's Stephanie, your freaking wife, and she's in the ring with a male, and it's very adversary, you're going to be in the crowd and you're going to leave your wife alone in the ring with CM Punk. Now, Ben, here's what they're thinking. I know what they're thinking. Oh, Seth Rollins is a heel. Yeah, bro, that makes sense. Seth Rollins being a heel and not giving a shit about the female in the ring with CM Punk, that makes sense. But it doesn't make sense when it's your freaking wife. Okay, when it's your wife, the mother of your child, that does not make sense. So if I'm Triple H and I'm writing this shit, Stevie, I am asking myself the question. If that were Stephanie in the ring, would I have been standing out in the crowd while she's going one-on-one with an adversary of mine?
No, I'm gonna go one better or one worse, and Ben already knows. He wasn't even in the crowd, and she was slapping wrestlers for months with no right. Am I wrong? So now the logic is it makes perfect sense. Actually, why was Seth even in the crowd? She could be paintbrushing. She paintbrushed Punk all that time last week. Nothing. I mean, I understand, but more is more. That's what I heard about the wrestling business that makes it successful. Oh my goodness, broke out. I'm very sensitive about my eyes not showing on the light. But here's the other thing. This is a football thing, a baseball thing, any sport, but especially pro wrestling. And you've said it before, Vince. Just because you can book yourself and pitch things and do creative storylines and finishes for yourself doesn't mean you can do it for 100 other people.
Absolutely.
That's being exposed. He's one of the biggest stars in wrestling history. Shawn is. All these other people are. But they don't translate into, and I think also having agents that never really, some of them never even worked for WWE, and other ones that really never got an idea throughout the whole creative ladder. Guess what? It's just basically, we're the boss, the emperor has no clothes, and you say yes to everything, and we're good to go, except for Brock and Cena, which have the most over segment of the whole week.
I don't know. I feel like we're doing revisionist history of who we're talking about here. Sure, he was the game and the top guy and has been on the Slurpee Cups, but that's the marketing machine. He can wrestle. He's Killer Kowalski trained, and he's bad as in the ring. There's no doubt about it. He has no idea what's cool.
Yeah, he has no idea.
He does Terminator 20 years after Terminator.
Yep.
He does Conan 30 years after Conan wasn't even that over. He does I'm in a motorcycle gang, but I drive a trike. Dude, tool is what this dude is.
Absolutely.
And everything that they got over, well, DX, everyone was crotch chopping. That wasn't him.
Yep.
They jumped on that off of Dog and Billy's original idea.
And X-Pac.
And Pac.
Yeah.
Like what are they good at? Being snakes in the game and staying as top guys, bro. And if that means marrying the boss's daughter in a hostile takeover, so be it.
And maybe that's still what's going on, even though they don't wrestle anymore. We're still going to be the most over out of anybody.
There's 5 guys that get it. What is it? Stay on top at all costs.
All right, so let me walk you through the rest of this. This is the ineptness of. I swear to God, bro. Like I can't believe I'm sitting here saying Triple H doesn't understand the business. So then Stevie, you got Punk in there with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is egging him on. Who you gonna get? Who you gonna get? Who you gonna get? Meanwhile, everybody knows AJ Lee's coming out, but Becky Lee. Everybody knows she's coming out, but Becky Lee. So Ben, please explain this part of it to me. While Becky's cutting the promo, licking her lips because she's getting dry mouth 15 years in, while she's licking her lips, getting the promo, Stevie, she goes through the entire roster. Who are you going to get? Bailey? I'm not afraid of Bailey. I beat Bailey here. So now we've buried Bailey. Who are you going to get? Rhea Ripley? I ain't afraid of Rhea Ripley. I did this to Rhea Ripley and that. So now we've buried Rhea Ripley. So we've literally buried 2 females on our talent, both of who, quite frankly and honestly, would probably kill AJ Lee if this were a shoot. Bailey probably has freaking 50 pounds over AJ Lee. So now Becky kills the talent on the roster for no reason whatsoever. Who you gonna get? Who you gonna get? Who you gonna get? Everybody in the world knows who he's gonna get, but freaking Becky. The way this should have went, Ben, is she should have been telling him, get your wife back here. Bring your wife back here. She's been sitting home for 10 years going to therapy and fixing her mental health. Bring the 92-pound Skip to my Lou out here. That's what the heel is saying. That's what she's saying. Bring her out. But no, that's not what we're going to do here. We're going to bury Bailey. We're gonna bury freaking Rhea Ripley. Then all of a sudden, here comes this 38-year-old, 95-pound woman skipping her Lou down to the ring. Becky is selling this, Stevie. Becky is selling this like this is Awesome Kong, Nia Jax. Like she is selling this like this is a 500-pound woman coming down the ramp. Becky, I hate to break the news to you. She hasn't wrestled in 10 years. She's 10 years older. She's 92 pounds. You've been wrestling every week. You are the man. You got your face broken by freaking Nia Jax. And you're afraid of this? And
Becky weighs 93 pounds.
Yeah, so she should have been licking her chops when AJ Lee's coming down. She should have invited coming. Then when AJ Lee lights her up, that's the freaking pop. But the idea that the man is scared to death of somebody that hasn't wrestled in 10 years, weighs 92 pounds, and is skipping my Lou to the freaking ring. I mean, Ben, this This is absolutely atrocious. They make Becky look like an absolute idiot because she's the only one that doesn't know, oh, we're in Chicago and we've been teasing AJ Lee for the last month, but I'm the only one that these are conversations you need to have in the booking room, Ben and Stevie. These are the things you need to talk through. Somebody's got to bring up, bro, we're in Chicago. We've been teasing this. Becky has no idea that AJ Lee's going to come down to the ring. This is what I'm talking. Ben, this is why no casual fans are watching this show. I mean, if I said this was laughable, I'd be putting it over. This is beyond freaking laughable. And here's another thing with AJ Lee. First of all, she's a good little hand at best. She's a freaking mid-card talent. But the thing is, Stevie, we haven't seen her in 10 years. Do people not grow and not evolve in 10 years? This angle was all about Becky Lynch punking out her husband and slapping her husband around. She should have just come down to the ring in freaking street clothes and taking it to Becky Lynch. But no, bro, she's going to put on the Britney Spears 16-year-old costume and skip her Lou down to the ring like 10 years didn't freaking pass. But Stevie, do these people have conversations about the right way to do things, or does it not freaking matter, Ben, to anybody because they know these freaking marks are going to cut promos of themselves crying and being hysterical because they see AJ Lee coming out? What is it? Are they this inept, or do they know that none of this shit matters?
Wait till next week when she comes out to hopscotch. It's going to be one for the ages.
Please help me with this, guys, because this is freaking god awful, bro.
Can I rescind my Brock review when he made the entrance? Because I feel like there just wasn't enough skipping the ring to get him over. Were you thinking that, Ben? It's just a punch up.
Well, yeah, it's not in his contract, so I mean, we'll figure out something for him.
He only skips 3 times a year and gets $4 million.
He did the running man. We could have him running man to the ring. That'd be good. Take that Cena Brock opening and compare it. These are veterans of the ring, Seth Rollins and Punk and them. And we're doing, what have we done? A friendship bracelet angle. We got Island over here with a 38-year-old woman dressing like a 12-year-old. It's all so cringe. The acting is so brutal. The monologues and the posing and the smiling and the teeing and yay for therapy. We have mentally unstable people on our roster and people in the crowd and at home making these weird look at me TikTok videos, bro. Are they really enjoying it, or are they completely brainwashed? Because these scenes I'm seeing with stupid sunglasses, and now we both wear idiot costumes and look like clowns, and it feels like a demented Disney ride. I'm waiting for somebody to pop up with a headset on and go, and now when we turn, AJ Lee's going to be with her husband over here, and we're being directed, dude. It is way out of anything I've ever seen and felt before in wrestling of how bad it truly can be. A nostalgia pop for this girl who wasn't over to begin with at that time, and it wasn't believable then that she could beat anybody.
I can't wait till she power bombs Nia Jax.
I hope you're there to pull her off me when
and again, just going back to, I just want it's all these tricks. I missed that. What'd you do, Steve?
Because I hope you're there to pull her off me, and I went like this.
This cracks me up too. So after the AJ Lee thing on Friday, we're seeing all these videos of these grown-ass people crying and carrying on and acting like absolute brain-dead zombies and filming themselves losing it watching AJ Lee's return, right? And we all know, bro, the WWE encouraged them to do this because we may see your clip and we may put it on our show. So they're encouraging them to do this. And I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, these people look like absolute effing losers, morons, idiots, imbeciles, you name it. And if I'm the WWE, I want you to know that these are our fans. These people acting this way, this is our fan base. That's what I want you to see. It doesn't make none of this makes any freaking sense to me. Why would you want to portray your company as, you see these idiot people that are losing it over a 38-year-old woman skipping her loo into the ring? These are our fans.